Got another deck here. Yet another one by Shiro. And finally, I just ran the generator. The fight we just so happened to be doing for the first one here, anyway. This is the first one against Beerus. So just to quickly go over the deck. So I know that Shiro doesn't have the game. So he's probably not aware. But the, rarities with rare and, I forget what the ends are called. Well, anyway, just the R and the N rankings. I think the N's only get 1 slot, and the R's only get 2 slots. They also get less dupes to work with, as you can see. Notice how it says 7 out of 7 here. But anyhow, got 2 metal coolers here. EX93 both duped entirely into attack. Attack up second 2 and ultimate gauge down every turn. Just for safety reasons, I put down ultimate gauge down every turn on both of them. And I went ahead and said screw it for the attack up, master level 60 character skill on them. Just because the attack up second 2, it gives more anyway. So it'd be pointless to have that on instead of this. But with the rest of the deck we have here, so we got EX78, Android 13, all dupes in attack, attack up master level 60, attack up second 2, and FHP cure, FHP 50L. This is a really defensive deck, as you can tell. Next we got a figure you don't really see anymore, being 194, Blue Vegito. Looped entirely into attack with attack up second 2, and attack up master level 60. And personally, I would have just given him attack up second 2 and defense up second 2, but there's nothing really wrong with this either. And I only say that, well, because I'm paranoid. But to be fair, there are several units in the game who do ignore defense, so, I mean, it really doesn't matter. Not too terribly much. Next we have EX103 with 6 dupes in HP and 4 in attack. I would have done it that way as well, so I think that's a good call. With attack up master level 60, attack up second 2, and FHP cure, FHP 50L. Let's get right into the fight here. I'm not expecting too terribly much from the deck, just because we have a couple of metal coolers who are R's, and then we got an SR too, but, you know, I've been proven wrong before, and there do exist really good units that are below UR, so hopefully metal cooler is one of them. We'll have to see. Let's see, 700 on defense. It's probably better if I just put one of them down. Protect 13, and I would say go ahead and put Vegito out. I think this is good. Now, the only thing that sucks about this is, well, I mean, it's Beerus. He ignores defense, and I'm trying to go second. But who knows, maybe he won't do a whole lot. He's gonna kill Metal Cooler, isn't he? Who am I kidding? That's worrisome. Not off to the greatest start here, but we're gonna have to make it work. To be fair, I didn't really pay attention to how Shia recommends running this thing. I should probably go back and take a look at that. Oops. And I think Vegito should ignore Frieza's defense here. Maybe not. Maybe it's after the turn's over. Hopefully Vegito hits stupid hard this next turn. Let's Let's see, and ignore defense when attacking if your HP is 50% or less. Maybe that frees out a bunch of defense. I guess we'll put 13 there, just to be safe. Because of Beerus. Like, Beerus is a huge problem. I also really should be using 17, I think. So why don't we do that? Well, I mean, Vegeta's already 1 foot in the grave. That's probably good. It is just a Wii, so I think 13 will be okay. Now, the reason I went ahead and tried to go for Beerus first was... Well, admittedly, part of that was a misplay, but my mentality was also... I can at least put a dent in him. And it was either that, or take a huge chunk to my master. Unfortunately, it didn't really matter too much, because they both lost both metal coolers anyway. I was thinking I was going to hold on to that other metal cooler for the rest of the fight, but doesn't seem to be going that way. Luckily, though, we got an ultimate attack here. Hopefully that's the comeback we're looking for. Let's see, who do I want to use it? I'd say Vegito. I mean, I have no choice either. I kind of have to block. You know, let's just have 17 use it. And we'll swap these two. I think that was the right move, because now we can get rid of the troublesome Beerus, and I doubt that Goku's gonna kill 13. I just realized, though, I'm getting outsped. Vegeta's dead, never mind. Vegeta go boom. Christ, dude, 9K. Pretty decent attack by 17. That somewhat puts us back in the game, but 17 is... I mean, sorry, Beer's still a problem. We are definitely getting outsped here. This is not looking too good. Let's see, he goes there and there. I think, unfortunately, we still lose this. I'll use it, why not? I feel like I'm gonna die here the other way, so... Nah. Shit happens. Unless... I was lucky the speed wheel screwed the AI over, so I think we actually just won because of that. That is assuming 17 kills Vegeta here. Alright, yeah, we're good. GG to Beerus. I'm surprised we managed to pull the win off with that fight. I think I could have played a much better first turn. Even then, though, I really don't think Metal Cooler is all that great. Let's take a look at him really quick. So he has decent-ish defense. He doesn't really have the HP or the attack to back that up, so that's a problem right out the gate. You kind of need more substance than just 2 or even 2.5 defense, in my opinion. But, I mean, to be fair, we did get really unlucky with the generator. And units who ignore defense, they're going to clobber units like this. They just are. There's no getting around it other than putting them in a different spot. Which, again, my fault. I should have done that, and I should have used 17 a lot sooner, too, to start building up on defense. Not that would have helped with Beerus, but still. Alright, next we got free battle number 3. I guess the random number generator just wants me to do the beginner endgame free battles for some reason. I'm not sure why that is, but oh well. And I'm also aware that not a lot of you are subscribed for the whole Paper Mario thing, but I'm just letting you know right now, expect to see that a lot in these coming months. And I'll go over a couple of reasons for that. So, first reason being, which is the big one, of course, is that the game is getting remade for Switch. So that's reason number 1. I'm doing the playthrough to prep those players if they want to try and 100% of the game. Reason number 2, the parts I had on it, and I already went over this at the beginning of the playthrough for it, parts were way too long. Nobody's going to sit through 7 to even 10 hours for one video. So I felt it wise to just redo it completely. And the other big reason was I screwed up like an idiot and didn't check for any of the parts to make sure the resolution was correct. Because it was capped at 1080 instead of 1440 like I wanted it to be. And while I'm on the topic of shit that grinds my gears, had a very annoying call earlier this morning on my shift. Pissed me the hell off. Poor guy was stuck in Tennessee. Obviously, overnights, a lot less providers are available. And I was able to find 2 potential options, but not until like an hour into the call. And then another thing that really pissed me off was there are very easy ways to pull up your approximate location with your phone. You just go to the map application, comes on like any phone nowadays. Just search for any nearby business. That'll give us a really good idea of where you're at and read it off. The moron wanted to do it the hard way, get out of his car, and walk a long distance to get an address that didn't even help us in any way. And it wasn't really even an address, just a number, no street name. Big help that was. He got me a business name, that didn't help either. I put it in the maps, it would not show up. And then the call I finished my shift with earlier this morning was about, less than an hour ago, I would say. Similar case, guy didn't know how to work his own phone, so with him, it took nearly 20 minutes to get a good idea of where he was. Pain in the ass. There are just some folks out there, unfortunately, who are technologically inept. And you have no choice but to really deal with it and keep asking with those probing questions until you locate the person, no matter how inept they might be, sadly. I mean, I'm glad to help people, but I really wish that they knew how to work their phones better. But, I mean, that was the worst of it. At the very least. Just those 2 calls, and that was really about it. But, yeah, if anyone watching out there ever gets stuck, it's really simple. Just go to your phone. Most phones will have a maps application and an option to mark your location. Simply get the coordinates, read them off to the person who's trying to locate you so they can send out help faster. And the guy that I spent 20 minutes trying to find them really pissed me off. Because he was kind of humming and hawing like, God, why is this so hard? That's because he didn't know how to work his damn phone. Really not hard. At all. But I'll quit bitching about work. Stupid people. Stupid people everywhere. I don't think Gohan will be able to kill my master. We should be alright here. I'm kind of taking a risk here, but oh well. How much does that do? Never mind, that killed us. Oops. I underestimated Gohan. Big mistake. Not letting that happen again. Loss? What loss? I restarted it. Yeah, I know. I lost. What's he do again? I'm gonna put him down. Just because he has more HP to work with. I really did get caught up in my own right there for a bit. Probably could have played that fight better. What's more my fault? Apologies. In my defense, I did just get off a 10-hour shift not long ago. Yay, done goes Trunks. Thank you, Lucky Counter. This'll do a decent bit, I think. Ranger 17's always been a good unit. Might not hit the hardest, but for him being such a reliable defensive and support unit, I would say it's hard enough. We'll get Metal Cooler down. I think what's unfortunately going to be happening, at least this fight, is I'm going to have to sack off Metal Cooler. Possibly even both of them. Because I think what's really killing him is he just doesn't have enough HP. Around 5k, that's still relatively low. Perfect example right there, even though he's got all that defense on him. In my opinion, if you want a really good defensive unit to go in the upper left, Whis. Either Whis or the first Super Saiyan 3 Bardock we got, the HP one, because he's really solid. And hell, he even decreases a lot of stats on the opponent. Of course, the only real issue, quote-unquote, because at some point you may likely want to outspeed your opponent. He does decrease the opponent's speed. But if not him, then another good option I would say is Undersea Goku. They're both great. In fact, I would say they both work very well with Goku. That's something I could so totally do at some point. I still plan on doing a redo of that full power Jiren vid. Yeah, this rebuild's just not working out. I'm probably gonna just leave that one. Alright, let's see. What's another one we can try? 59. Actually, how long have we been recording? 20 minutes. Yeah, you know what? I think we're actually going to call it there. It's nice to see that there are figures being suggested that you don't normally see. At the same time, however, I don't think you see them for, well, very good reason. Just to give a good example of what I mean, so we have these metal coolers, right? Why not instead use either of the Ultimate Gohan here? They share the same trigger squares, have much better stats, and much better posting skills. And even with 13 here, why suggest him when something like... wrong one? When something like this exists? Just something to think about. I'm sure part of it is trying to include, like, variety with Hero Colosseum, but there are far better units than even... than the Metal Cooler and the 13, and like I've already mentioned, just to go over the collection really quick. Let's see if I can find that Bardock. I'll go ahead and just mention Goku since I was talking about him earlier. Let's see, Super Saiyan 3 Bardock, where's he at? There he is. This one's ridiculous at max level and max dupes. I want to say he's got over 9k HP and over 5,000 attack. And what's great about that is you can continuously stack that with this trigger square, which, I mean, to look at it, it's obnoxiously good, and character skills. And then let's see, another example of a really fantastic unit, Embassy Goku. More so, I want to say it's this one, the one with more HP. Because you can just level him up to max, put everything in attack, and you can easily make up for his lack of defense to start with by just leveling him up and giving him character skills to mitigate that. He's really solid. I've done it. He's a great unit. But anyway, that's going to do it for the vid. Hope you guys enjoyed. No promises, because, well, I mean, unfortunately, there's not a whole lot of people playing Hero Colosseum anyway. I feel like the player base has kind of fizzled out entirely just because, I mean, the game's not even getting updated anymore. It hasn't been for a few months now. And I hate to sound like such a downer, but relax. I still plan on coming to Hero Colosseum. Just letting you know right now, it's not going to be nearly as frequent. But if you are here for Hero Colosseum, I'm glad to have you aboard. I'll do my best to put out some more content on it. I just wish the devs would give us more to work with. Because we didn't get Orange Piccolo, we didn't get Beast Gohan. Huge missed opportunity. But anyway, that's going to do it for the vid. I'm going to go and continue recording that 100% playthrough we're doing for 1000 Year Door. And I'll see you guys next time for some more Hero Colosseum. Peace out.